Harry mortified as he becomes the butt of jokes even amongst the woke elite in the United Kingdom. This following, of course, the Saturday Night Live and South Park and Family Guy takedown of the Sussexes in the US. But until now, UK comedians, especially the high-profile woke ones, have stayed away from making Prince Harry the butt of their jokes. No longer, though, with Jimmy Carr, as you saw there, referring to Prince Harry as Kanye West during a brand new stand-up comedy performance at the Queen's Theatre in Barnstaple, UK, as part of his Laughs Funny tour. He's testing this new material, and I have to say, I think it went down pretty well.
Prince William or Prince Harry?
Prince William or Prince Harry? Well, the royal family, right, if you can imagine, they're like our Kardashians. Prince Harry is very much our Kanye. He occasionally dresses as a Nazi, and he up.
Funny, and you could actually say a joke that's about 2 years dated, but why I view this as so significant is because it marks a clear change from the entertainment elite in the United Kingdom, which, as I say, have always steered away from criticising Prince Harry and Meghan Markle in any great manner. Of course, it's particularly awkward that it comes in the same week that Prince Harry's wife, Meghan Markle, is cozying up, desperately trying to be one of those family members with a K, the Kardashians, being absolutely delighted about the fact that Khloe, the least popular and famous member of the clan, posted a picture of her crappy products as ever. So Brittany from the Royal News Network joins me now. Jimmy Carr getting quite a few laughs comparing Prince Harry to Kanye West. And look, whatever you think of Kanye West, in the past I was actually a really big fan, loved his music and had the privilege of spending some time with them and stuff.
Comedians.
Yeah, very good point. Very good point, actually. Brittany, the other thing that has been rocking the media world is the release of this bombshell book on Prince Andrew by Andrew Lowney, very, very regarded author. I mean, there was a whole load of quite dramatic stuff in here, including the fact that he stands by his revelations that Prince Harry actually decked Prince Andrew to the point where he gave him a bloody nose. Now, you've interviewed Andrew Lowney on your brilliant Royal News Network channel. I've interviewed him here on Outspoken last week, so you can go and find our interviews. Now, I found him to be really credible, actually. He's not a flamethrower type of guy, and I certainly didn't think he was someone who was attempting to bring down the royal family in any way. Do you agree?
Yes, I think some people going off that he was, kind of talking about obviously these problems that have been within the royal families, because some people want to bury their heads in the sand. They don't want to talk about particular issues like what it means to have the slim down monarchy. How can we adjust? How often do Catherine and William work? Could they work more? Like, these are questions that have been around and that are important to discuss. And there's, of course, other conversations in royal families, the case in Norway with Marius and everything. These are wonderful things, I think, to talk about, is what the future looks like for the monarchy. So this idea that Andrew, through his book, is dredging up these old cases of Prince Andrew being improper with funds and taxpayer funding for his particular trips that as a special envoy. I think this is important to discuss, because if you can't learn from the past, how can you make sure it doesn't happen in the future too? So you have to understand what happened to make changes. And I think, as we'll see throughout sort of Charles's reign and into William, is that we will see big changes within the monarchy. And I think a lot of them will be very good, sort of this modernizing aspect. And we need to be clear, of course, where the money is going, making sure the royals aren't being improper in the privileges that they're being given. And there's a lot of temptation out there for royals. And so I think this is a very important book, very important to learn from and to prevent things from happening in the future. That's a lesson I take from Andrew's book.
Yeah, I agree with that. And what I found really interesting is that my former employer, GB News, which has just lost the plot lately,